Hey, my name is Rene Brune and I'm the owner of Brune Media. Welcome to my channel. I'm here, I don't normally do videos, but I thought I'd do a little short video today um, because I wanted to give some feedback and experience on a recent trip to Lanzarote with my drone. For those of you here for my drone videos, some of you are here actually for my photography stuff, but my drones in particular, I'd like to just tell you about an experience I had. So most of us have our drones and we like to fly them, around where we live. We go off on trips, we go day trips away, and we're fairly good with the flying, and we know how to deal, we know the local laws, basically is what I'm trying to say. We know the local laws in relation to flying with the drones. Now I use a DJI Mavic Mini 2, so I know the laws are generally don't fly it higher than 400 feet. Don't really fly it over crowds or anything like that. I tend to fly mine over landscapes, the cliffs of Holt near where I live, or around the city centre, but it'd be over, say, the River Liffey here in Dublin. And other times when I do fly over parts of the city centre, I would go in very early in the morning, so there's not much traffic, not much people, so there's less risk involved. Now, usually when we have a drone, what we really like to do is go somewhere different. We have a lot of drone videos the same, and we want to go somewhere different. And last October I went to Gran Canaria and I took my drone. Absolutely loved it. I'll throw some footage over the video here so you can see. So, I knew where we were in Gran Canaria near Puerto Rico. It was well out of the flight path, well away from any aircraft. It was sort of by the ocean, it was near a valley. Kept it away from residential areas and had an absolutely great time. Got some lovely footage, sunrise, absolutely delighted. It's nice to get new footage and great scenery that you wouldn't normally get with your drone when you're at home. But recently I just came back from Lanzarote. That kind of opened my eyes a bit. I didn't research the local law before I went over, but I figured, using common sense as you do, use what I know, keep it under 400 feet, not near aircraft, not over highly populated areas. Obviously not flying over and hovering over people's private property, stuff like that. Legally you're fine if you're passing over, but you're not supposed to stop and look at people's private property, etc. And I was flying around. We were at Costa de Guise. I flew around by the local beach there and the area, and I got some nice shots. I got sunrise shots, I got some sunset stuff. Drone was mostly over water, and I posted a few photos on the Costa de Guise Facebook page. Now a lot of people thought, oh, this is brilliant, I haven't seen our area like this, or people who visit the area haven't seen it like this from this angle. They loved it. But then there were some Karens. This is my first experience of dealing with Karens. But they're like, oh, it's illegal to fly your drone here. I hate that type of bullshit. And I'm not going to be one of those guys, who'll be politically correct and not curse in my video, very professional, because as you see from my channel, it's a small channel. It's just, the same guys coming in. It'd be nice to get a few more subscribers. So if you like the video, subscribe, click a like, helps me out. But, I'm just going to be straight up and honest. I was like, what the hell is this person on about? I kept it within the 400 feet. I did everything above board. But some people who just don't know about drones, just, they've nothing better to do, really. They just, oh, that's illegal, you shouldn't be doing that. Are you spying on me? All this rubbish. And I was just like, oh, for God's sake, get out of here, I just explained. I said, well, no, I have over 500 flights with my drone of 60 plus hours. Since I got it, which is a lot for drone flying time. As obeying, the rules. And then somebody pointed out that, oh, most of the island of Lanzarote is a drone-free zone, which I wasn't aware of going over, because I had researched drone flying in Lanzarote and found loads of drone footage, excellent high-quality 4K, done by more professional drones, And they said, oh, only the bottom part of the island, the southwest, you can fly. So I said to myself, okay, well, I'm not near the airport. The airport's about 10 miles away. Haven't flown the drone higher than 400 feet, kept within, strict guidelines. So there's no reason whatsoever to be giving out. Now I know there's military installations nearby, but usually when you go near stuff, you would see signs like in national parks and stuff, no drones, no dogs off the leash, stuff like that. I said to the people, I said, well, I didn't see any signs. And I said, oh, I can't believe your ignorance. And sometimes, I've had enough where I got to a point, a lot of us drone pilots, we just don't have time for these people anymore. Like if someone came along and they knew the laws and they knew the rules, then you would listen to a comprehensive argument and, try to see what's going on and maybe get educated yourself. That's something that, we're all open to. But when idiots come up and start quoting rubbish they know nothing about, you can quite easily just tell them to fuck off. Just say, fuck off, get out of here, you don't know what you're talking about, leave me alone. But most of the times I'm very polite and no one wants to be confrontational. So I don't know if I've come up with this or maybe other people have, but I thought of something a nicer way if you come into a situation like that is, just keep flying your drone, ignore them, and if they say anything, turn around and say, you also know it's illegal to interrupt or interfere with a drone pilot while they're flying their UAV, because it's meaning their concentration is taken away from the safety of that flight and being put on you, to someone who has no idea what you're talking about. So you're actually distracting me, you're actually breaking the law yourself by distracting a pilot whilst flying a UAV, a drone. And, that kind of shuts them up. But in fairness, basically what I'm saying is if you have a small drone, DJI Mini 2, don't be too worried. Go, oh, I'm not bringing it away on holidays with me to places like Lanzarote. I mean, they never checked at the airport. Well, they checked at Dublin airport, but they never, there's never a sticker or notification, or when I got there where they said, oh, you're not allowed to fly drones, or go to the local police station, find out what the rules are. I think if you just use common sense, keep within normal guidelines. Like, most of my footage was taken from over the sea, so there's no danger or risk to anyone, and over rocky desert type areas. So I just wanted to share my experience with that. If you have any experience yourself in regard to it, please post a comment down below. I'd be interested to hear what other people think, because it certainly won't be the last time I go back to Lanzarote with my drone. Lanzarote is like my second home. I love it there. It's brilliant. So yeah, if you liked the video, why not subscribe, or even just click like. It helps me out. And if you have any comments, please feel free to share it. If you're offended by my bad language in the video, well, so what? Be offended. It doesn't do anything to you. You don't suddenly go, I was offended by this guy's bad language, and the next day woke up and had cancer. It's like, whatever. So thanks very much for watching this, and I will throw a bit more drone footage and I hope you enjoy it.